In a moment of weakness, I was looking some stuff up, and I accidentally came across a video that was about a guy killing another guy with his chin. And so what if this just led me on a massive downward spiral in trying to figure out what the fuck am I looking at? Well, this game was made on accident when over a decade ago, two college students decided to team up together and make a fake promotional video. And unexpectedly, people got really excited about this promotional trailer, so they actually decided to make it into a real game. And that game is called
Gakuen Handsome!
Wait, why the fuck are they kissing? While you comprehend what I just said, I'm going to finish reading the synopsis page. And then I realized this isn't a very good synopsis page. I clicked on another one and I found out that Gakuen Handsome was an infamous parody of the BL genre. Hence the reason why it looked like whatever this is. I found that kinda strange since the explanation used the word infamous. Yet I've never seen a single soul talk about Gakuen Handsome. But then I realized this is only in the West, and it's actually quite notorious in Japan. Like, people have been consistently playing this game for over 13 years. You know what came out 13 years ago? Amnesia the Dark Descent. Imagine people playing fucking Amnesia the Dark Descent and it's still being somewhat popular. And that's why I had to know. Why was I playing a gay visual novel? Ignoring that, my hand moves towards the play button and I click. At that moment, I've been hit with so much visceral trauma that, you see, I've realized I will never be able to play this game. It is in 100% Japanese. My curiosity will never be quenched. I will never figure out how the fuck did this game manage to crowdfund an anime and get this popular in Japan. I don't want to let it go. I just want to figure out what happened. Is that so much to ask? And at that moment, I realized I can just shove it all through Google Translate, and everything that comes through it has to be true, because I take every media iteration of this game that I can find, and then I went through everything. Yes, everything. And I finally could piece it all together and get the end. You wake up and you realize you cannot take it anymore. You cannot take it anymore. And then you get it out of your system. You get ready for school, and at school, you realize that, oh no, you are the transfer student, and you have no friends. You are all alone. You're a freak. And then a friend comes over. A friend with orange hair. Why is he your friend? Because, you see, you already were in this town 7 years ago, but then you moved away. And now you're back, and he's extremely happy to see you in a kind of homoerotic. He's like, I'm so happy to see you. With that, you are no longer alone, but you do have class. So, class begins. You introduce yourself and he makes a light joke to lighten the mood. That is when you realize that Takuya was in fact a little bit of a class clown. A mask he puts on to please others, which is good because that just shows how kind he really can be. While you're thinking about this, some guy gets his teeth kicked in by a guy with purple hair. Oh look, it's the guy from the thumbnail. Who would have guessed? Hey, what's up? Takuya tells you that he's a fucking dangerous existence. As you start running away from any danger, you run into Whoa.
おやおや、そんなに急いでは危ないですよ。
A guy with green hair and glasses that's looking at you seductively. You feel uncomfortable and you leave. As you come home, you realize, it's all going to be okay. Then, you get up the stairs. You snuggle up in your bed. But then, all of a sudden, get this voice. A cosmic being is calling out to you from the beyond. And you can't interpret the messages. And you wake up. On your next day to school, you get announced that there's a new transfer student coming along. His name is Shingo. So after class, you decide to talk to him, but he's not in class. He's actually on the roof petting some cats, and you voice your concerns. What did you just say? Hey, that guy kinda sounds familiar. I wonder why. And from that day on, you decided to ignore all these weird psychopaths at school that keep popping up and have a long and fulfilling life. Until one day, you die. And this is where you get introduced to the enemy of the game, Jiro. He comes out of nowhere and kills you. Until this point, he was just an unknown principal, but now he has proclaimed that he's going to keep killing you until you pick one of these 5 psychopaths as your lover. And his right-hand man, your sister, has betrayed you. They've been trying to consistently turn you gay. So all you can do is just repeat the game and actually pick one of the routes if you want to stay alive. And of course, I'm not gay, but I decided to bite the bullet. Takeo is at number D because he is the only route in this game that is genuinely a little bit kinda serious. Basically, in the future, Takeo will take over his parents' restaurant business because honestly, he has nothing else going for him. He's really bad at studying and is really bad at sports, so he's pretty much only left with a really nice personality. Unironically, through his route, we find out that Takeo feels really inadequate and he feels so much guilt over having feelings for you. So you do the right thing and confess for him, in which he literally pulls a Uno reverse card as he says that I want to be the master chef and moves away for 7 years. You kinda did the same thing, like when you came back, and just like him, you waited for him, and 7 years later, he's back, and you two get married. Kagami is a social reject who really wants to save the student council room by studying poor people, and then he captures you and starts studying you, and in turn, you start studying with him, which makes your grades drastically go up, but makes his go slightly down. And then he decides to jump off the school rooftop building, and you tell him that that's stupid, let's just make love and make babies. Kagami's route is basically mostly random. Overall, you get married at the end. Seionji is a teacher at the school that pretty much shows you how cute the age gap can be by toying with you for the first half of the route and then saying I don't date minors and then saving you from an arranged marriage with Kamen Rider's actor Kaname Jun that has an appearance in this game. He takes a red car, gets in the fucking church and basically destroys an arranged marriage that has a large age gap by having an unarranged marriage with a slightly smaller age gap riding off into the sunset with his car as you realize that you just got married. Shingo is a reclusive and quiet boy from another town who's always racist while speaking with others. He has weird and deranged personality traits that come from watching too much television. On an unrelated note, he has a fondness for cats. In Shingo's route, you have premonitions of a savior calling out to you in your dreams, as your dreams develop into a fight that revolves around saving the world with a mysterious ally called Shingorifa, but in actuality you're just fighting for your own sanity as Shiga slowly transforms you into a schizophrenic mess. I'm not quite sure, but I think you get married at the end. Finally, we're at the end. We came to him, the acclaimed Mitsurugi. Sakuya, Mitsurugi's a narcissist as he keeps playing alone because no one else would pass him the ball as he regularly beats the shit out of his teammates, but that's only because he has really large aspirations as he wants to become the greatest soccer player ever made. He thought that was a path he must take alone until your words saved him. He realized he was not alone. He had you. While practicing for the finals, he developed a special offensive technique that, in a sense, could be explained by him killing all his teammates and random ass pedestrians with his chin. We finally get to know, why did he do it? Why did he kill all those people? Well, it seems like he ate some red bean paste and he didn't quite like it.
お前もつぶあん信者なんだ。かかってこいよ。
Anyways, then you go and fight him one-on-one to bring him back to sanity, but that might not be the case as he gets the upper hand and his chin makes contact with your What have you learned now that we have gone through this entire game? I myself have learned that this game literally doesn't make any sense. As, for one, you need to be 18 years of age to get married in Japan. And second, the main character is not even gay. This game has meant nothing.
お、気がついたか。おっと起き上がるんじゃない。ここは病院だ。
ああ、その言葉を待ってたよ。お前が元気になったらすぐさま披露宴だ。